Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about IR spectroscopy, which is well known as vibrational spectroscopy. The reason is when we are talking about IR spectroscopy, what it means, that is study of absorption of IR, means there is absorption of IR which in turns produce some kind of vibrational transitions around the covalent bonds that we will further study type of vibrations, and there is net change in dipole moment, and it is the most important factor. Why? Because in some of symmetric compounds, like suppose say N2O2 H2 Cl2, and apart from that this one is acetylene, there is no net change in dipole moment. So in these cases, when there is no change, these compounds are said to be IR inactive, means they will not produce any kind of vibration in these kind of compounds. So there is range of IR and different type of IR on the basis of frequency, like say near, middle and far. Near 12,500 to 4,000 centimeter inverse. When we talk about middle IR, that is 4,000 to 666 centimeter inverse. It is the most important part because this is also known as fingerprint region. Fingerprint region means this is the main IR range which is responsible for different kind of functional group detection. Then the far 666 to 200 centimeter inverse. When we are talking about centimeter inverse, means we are talking about wave number. When we can convert this wave number into wavelength also, that is the unit will be micrometer, and the relationship between centimeter inverse and micrometer is equal to 10,000 divided by centimeter inverse. So it is very simple conversion. Suppose अगर हमें 12,500 को हमें कन्वर्ट करना है माइक्रोमीटर में, सो हम क्या करेंगे, हम कहेंगे कि हमने 10,000 को डिवाइड किया है 12,500 से, एंड दैट विल कम आउट टू बी 0.8. Fine. So this is 12,500 has been converted into zero point 0.8 micrometer, then 4,000 2.5 micrometer. So in case of wavelength, near IR is 0.8 to 2.5, middle 2.5 to 15, far 15 to 50 micrometer. Next is there are different kind of vibrational motions that we were talking about here, that vibrational transitions that are associated with covalent bonds. So there are various vibrational motions. Vibrational motions are of two type. One is stretching, another one is bending. When we are talking about there is no change in bond angle, means we are talking about stretching. When change in bond angle means bending. So first stretching. एग्जैक्टली स्ट्रेचिंग हम बात करते हैं तो कैसा साउंड करता है, समथिंग ऐसा कुछ लाइक अ रबर बैंड, बिकॉज हम बोलते हैं कि रबर बैंड को हम स्ट्रेच कर रहे हैं. फाइन. सो देर इज अ सिमेट्रिक स्ट्रेचिंग और असिमेट्रिक स्ट्रेचिंग. सिमेट्रिक स्ट्रेचिंग मीन्स दिस इज द सेंट्रल एटम एंड द टू एटम्स आर एसोसिएटेड लाइक दिस, सो they are stretching in the same direction, like from the center, far, near, far, near. So this is symmetrical stretching. When we are talking about asymmetrical stretching, is that means one is center atom, one atom is here, another atom is here, one is approaching near the center atom while the other is going away from it. So it seems like asymmetric, means the vibration is like this one is coming near, another one is going far. So this is symmetric and asymmetric stretching. Now this is bending. There are four type of bending vibrational motion. One is scissoring, wagging, rocking, twisting. Scissoring नाम से ही पता चल रहा है. Scissoring means it's like Caesar, that the motion would be like this, like जैसा सीजर चलता है सेम वैसा कि सीजर. और एक यहाँ पे हमने जो डिनोट भी किया यही कि जो दो होंगे वो ऐसे पास आ रहे हैं दूर, पास जा रहे हैं दूर. बट एक चीज है इसके अंदर, सेम प्लेन. अगर हमें कभी कोई चीज देखनी हो व्हाट इज आउट ऑफ द प्लेन एंड व्हाट इज सेम प्लेन, तो हम बोलेंगे लाइक मैंने अपना हाथ रखा, now this is when we talk about scissoring, yes it is possible, means it is same plane, ऐसा बोलेंगे. नेक्स्ट इज वैगिंग. अगर हम वैगिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, वैगिंग का मतलब होगा इकट्ठा जाएगा, इधर दिस साइड और दिस साइड. अगर सपोज मैं यहाँ हाथ रख लूं, क्या मेरी वैगिंग वाइब्रेशन हो पा रही है? नहीं हो पा रही. मीन्स दिस वाइब्रेशन इज नॉट इन द सेम प्लेन. सो वैगिंग होगा दैट इज आउट ऑफ प्लेन. आउट ऑफ प्लेन मतलब ये प्लेन छोड़ के जा रहा है. प्लेन मतलब दिस साइड. तो वैगिंग इज लाइक दिस. नेक्स्ट इज रॉकिंग. अगर हम रॉकिंग की बात करें, रॉकिंग ये यहाँ पे आपका सेंटर एटम, ये दो एटम्स है, दिस टाइम लाइक दिस बट एग्जैक्टली इन सेम प्लेन. नेक्स्ट इज ट्विस्टिंग. ट्विस्टिंग इज लाइक वैगिंग जैसा ही है, बस फर्क क्या है? इन ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. वैगिंग में हम बात कर रहे थे टुवर्ड्स अस, अवे फ्रॉम अस, टुवर्ड्स अस, अवे फ्रॉम अस. बट इन केस ऑफ ट्विस्टिंग, one is coming towards us and another one is going away from us. So twisting is like this. So this is again out of plane. Now the next topic is factors affecting vibrational frequency. हमने देखा अलग अलग टाइप की हमारी vibrational frequency है. Some are stretching, some are bending. Before studying about factors, we must know about Hooke's law. हुक्स लॉ बोलता है कि म्यू बार इज इक्वल टू 1/2 पाई सी अंडर रूट ऑफ के अपॉन म्यू. म्यू इज reduced mass. This is reduced mass, that is equal to m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. m1 m2 टू जो भी दो हमारे एटम्स होंगे उनका मास होगा. k is force constant. force constant regarding bond strength, कितने फोर्स के साथ कितने स्ट्रेंथ के साथ वो एक कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड का जो भी फोर्स स्ट्रेंथ है दैट इज फोर्स कांस्टेंट. सो फर्स्ट वन इज बॉन्ड स्ट्रेंथ. the factor that will affect the vibration frequency is bond strength. When we talk about bond strength, we always know triple bonds are much more stronger bond as compared to double bond, and same with the double bond are stronger bond than the single bond. So this is carbon, both when they are bound with the triple bond, the frequency, that is a vibration frequency is 2150 in centimeter inverse. When there is double bond between two carbon atom, the vibration frequency will be 1650 centimeter inverse, and in case of single bond that will be 1200 centimeter inverse. सीधा सीधा सा रीजन है, वाइब्रेशन फ्रीक्वेंसी इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू के, दैट इज फोर्स कांस्टेंट. मोर इज द फोर्स कांस्टेंट, मोर विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ म्यू बार. नेक्स्ट इज reduced mass. Again, if we talk about Hooke's law, that is inversely proportional. Mu bar is mu is inversely proportional to nu bar. यानी कि अगर हम बात करें reduced mass की, वो उल्टा रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा. जितना ज्यादा रिड्यूस्ड मास होगा उतनी कम म्यू बार की वैल्यू होगी. अगर हम बात करते हैं CH, वी हैव केप्ट वन एटम कांस्टेंट, लाइक एट एवरी प्लेस देयर इज कार्बन 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 कार्बन, बट द नेबरिंग एटम that is not constant, like in this case here it is hydrogen, carbon, oxygen and chlorine. One more thing that we have tried to do, हमने असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में रखा है. हाइड्रोजन का मास है 1, कार्बन का है 12, ऑक्सीजन का है 16, क्लोरीन का है 35.5. सो जैसे जैसे हमारा रिड्यूस्ड मास बढ़ रहा है, रिड्यूस्ड मास इज m1 इंटू m1 अपॉन m1 प्लस m2, यानी कि जितना ज्यादा मास होगा एटम का उतना ज्यादा म्यू होगा. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट CH, वाइब्रेशन फ्रीक्वेंसी इज 3000 सेंटीमीटर इनवर्स. इसका मतलब जितना कम मास उतनी ज्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी। CH का ओवरऑल मास कम, CC का उससे ज्यादा, CO का उससे ज्यादा, CCl का उससे ज्यादा। तो जैसे जैसे हम मास को बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं वैसे ही हमारी म्यू बार की वैल्यू डिक्रीज होती चली जा रही है। नेक्स्ट इज मोड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन। हमने अभी भी पढ़ा वाइब्रेशन मोशन दो टाइप के हैं, स्ट्रेचिंग एंड बेंडिंग। सो देयर इज ऑलवेज value of stretching across any covalent bond. Value of stretching vibration is always greater than bending. Suppose if we talk about CH stretch, that will lie around 3000 centimeter inverse, while in case of bending it is 1340 centimeter inverse. Apart from it, one more factor, like asymmetric is greater than symmetric. Means in case of stretching also, if there are two values, means one value is responsible for asymmetric stretching and other for the symmetric stretching. इसका example भी हम बाद में करेंगे. Next is hybridization. Hybridization is somewhat responsible for the force constant, like when there is more S character, suppose when we here we are taking the example of carbon atom. This carbon atom have triple bond, so this is sp hybridized, this is sp2, and this is sp3 hybridized. So more is the S character. Here the S character is 50%, here 33%, and here 25%. So more is the S character, more will be the force constant associated with that particular atom. So carbon is more strongly attached with hydrogen in case of sp hybridization rather than sp2 and then further sp3, and that also reflects in the mu bar value. Like here the value is 3300 centimeter inverse. Next is 3100 centimeter inverse. In case of sp3, that is 2900 centimeter inverse. So this will explain the difference between the alkyne, alkene, and alkanes. Like when there is alkane, the CH stretch will come around 2900. When we will talk about the alkenes, that will appear near around 3100 centimeter inverse. And in case of alkynes, the value will lie around 3300 centimeter inverse. Next is resonance. Always remember, resonance lowers the frequency. Lowers the frequency. Why? Because suppose if we say, like here is carbon double bond O. So C double bond O, the frequency is the vibrational frequency that will appear near around 1715 centimeter inverse. When there is a double bond, or you can say CONH, suppose say, that will also show the resonance. So there is a carbon double bond just next to this carbon atom, so that will participate in resonance. यहाँ से जो डबल बॉन्ड है वो यहाँ शिफ्ट हो जाएगा और ये वाला डबल बॉन्ड इधर शिफ्ट हो जाएगा और ये ऐसा हो जाएगा. अब क्या हुआ, कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन, initially there was double bond and now it is single bond. Exactly, it is not double bond, it is not single bond, it is somewhat in between them. So there is somewhat single bond character in carbon and oxygen atom, so the value will get decreased. क्यों? क्योंकि हम ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं डबल बॉन्ड के पास ज्यादा फोर्स कांस्टेंट है, ज्यादा फोर्स कांस्टेंट है तो वो ज्यादा म्यू बार का वैल्यू दिखाएगा एज कंपेयर टू कार्बन सिंगल बॉन्ड ओ के साथ. So these were the main factors that affects vibration motion, vibration frequency. In next class we will study about different type of vibration frequency range to detect functional groups. Apart from that, we will also look into different type of queries that could be asked in our GPET exams and our normal examination. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching.